Hello, I'm Diana Rigg from PLD, and I'd like to take this opportunity to talk to you about early reading and specifically blending. Why some students, when they're starting to read and they're sounding out their words and they sound out s-at snake, s-at tiger, s-at bat, at hat, and that difficulty blending. I want to talk about blending because I don't think it's getting enough attention within our education system. With our early literacy learners, they learn to decode first, they learn to spell those words second, and then they learn to transfer them into their writing. In terms of that early decoding, that early step into literacy, there are two primary skills. Skill number one, students need to know their alphabet sounds, or even one or two groups of high frequency sounds, whether that's SATPIN or the second group of sounds, but not the letter names, but the sounds. But even with that, students still need that really vital skill of blending. Why do I want to talk about the skill of blending within this short video? There's a lot of controversy and debate sometimes about how we instruct blending. Now, your typical presentation of blending is as simple as, I have a picture. Can you guess this picture? I'm going to say three sounds. Pull those sounds together, blend those sounds together, and tell me what that word was, or tell me what that picture is. So in terms of, I've got a picture here. Can you guess what it is? A presentation could be, it's a pull those sounds together. Or the alternative, I've got here a picture of a s, The task is quite similar, but the presentation is slightly different. Now, with the PLD process, one of the things that you will notice is that a lot of the programs these days are scripted. So can you guess this picture? I've got here a picture. It's a picture of some with those 1 second pauses. If students experience difficulty, repeat the sounds. It's a picture of some Reduce the pausing, or reveal the picture. It's a picture of some pull those sounds together, pull those sounds together. I've got here a picture of a Can you pull those sounds together, or you reveal that picture? It's a odd. Yep, pull those sounds together. Ultimately, choose the strategy that works best for your students. An option could be to present 3 pictures where the sounds are dragged together, and then 3 pictures where there is a little gap between the presentation of each sounds. Both are time efficient and effective ways to instruct blending. Can you guess this picture? I'm going to drag the sounds together. I've got a picture here of a pull those sounds together. I've got a picture of some pull the sounds together. Now I'm going to get you to pull those sounds together, but I'm going to put a little gap in between. It's a different way of sounding out. Pull those sounds together. It's a t, and a g. Ultimately, when students are decoding, they're going to be doing that sounding out practice within their heads, whether it is dragging the sounds or sounding out the sounds in isolation with tiny little gaps in between. My favourite way of teaching blending, now this is an old PLD book, but it's such a great technique, particularly for the students that are having difficulty blending, is where you have through a picture a CVC, consonant vowel, consonant picture, cut into thirds, and the picture is hidden and it's covered over. I've got here a picture of a s, n, s, n, s, n. And if you want to do the dragging out, it's a s, n. If they're unable to say son, turn over that first part, turn over the first third. S, n. Turn over the second. S, n. Most children by this stage will say, it's a sun. S, n. Turn over the third. S, n. S, n. And if we squeeze those little pictures together, we get the picture of, yes, it is a sun. Most children will experience success being able to identify the word or the picture before the task is finished, and ultimately that is very motivating for students. Of absolute imperative importance, the word is the screening. It's so important that we check that children are able to blend, whether it is presenting it. I've got to, can you guess this word? G, or G. But are they able to blend the sounds together? Again, it's important, little but often. At a minimum, 3 pictures in the morning before recess, before you go out the door. 9 pictures in a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 45 pictures in a week, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, within a month, and this has taken very little time, students will have sounded out 180 pictures. If you require training or assistance with any programs, please contact us at PLD. There are online courses that focus in greater depth than I am now on blending, and there are 3 main online courses that target this most important skill. In my opinion, blending is not getting the attention in the early years that it needs, because it sets our students up for early reading success. Please contact PLD if you require more information.